Everdell. I'm trying something new. Everdell is a card-based worker placement and tableau building game released in 2018, designed by James A. Wilson, with art by Andrew Bosley, Cody Jones, and Dan May. The goal is to earn the most points by playing cards into your personal tableau or town, as well as completing objectives and claiming journey spaces. To set up, place the board in the middle of the table. Assemble and place the Evertree at the top of the board. Shuffle the main deck of critter and construction cards and place it at the base of the Evertree. Set out the 4 basic events at locations around the river. Shuffle the deck of special events and select 4 at random, placing them around the tree. Shuffle the deck of forest cards and place out a number at forest locations around the board. Place the resources of twigs, resin, stones, and berries on the board in reach of all players. Take 8 cards from the top of the deck and place them face up in the meadow. These are cards available to all players to play as if they were in your own hand. Each player chooses an available set of 6 workers, such as these platypi, and places 1, 2, and 1 in the spring, summer, and autumn sections at the top of the tree, taking the other 2 to their section. Choose a first player at random. That player will draw 5 cards from the deck, the next player 6, then 7, and then 8. The most humble player goes first. In Everdell, players take on the roles of ostensible mayors of their own small woodland villages, comprised of various critters and constructions. Each turn you will collect resources to thereby play cards into your tableau to build up your town. Everdell is played over a variable series of turns, during which each player will take one of 3 actions. Place a worker, play a card from their hand, or prepare for season.
Placing workers at locations grants you either resources, coins which are points, or cards. The cards themselves are played into a 3x5 grid in front of you by returning specified resources to the supply. And preparing for season is when you collect new workers, activate green cards in your tableau, or draw additional cards depending on the new season. The game end is triggered when every player has performed a prepare for season action during autumn.
At the end of the game, you will score points based upon the value of the cards in your tableau, as well as your position on the journey track, in addition to any events, both basic and special, that you have acquired.
In the early days, I was predominantly drawn to worker placement games. Put a little token here, get a little resource there, rinse and repeat until you manage to build the thing, play the card, blow up the target, or what have you. Everdell has exactly that, with a delightful art style and an adorable theme to boot. The local mail is delivered by the postal pigeon. Of course the doctor is a porcupine giving out pricks. Who better to serve as undertaker than a dung beetle? While it can occasionally be cutthroat, the majority of the time Everdell is a pleasant stroll in the woods. There are several optional expansions which add additional cards, scoring opportunities, action spaces, and even mini beasts of burden, and I've enjoyed each in turn. They'll take you on trains, into the waters, and up through the mountains. But I'll still come back to the Evertree every time, because I'm always game.